What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Brighton preview and pre-match analysis video. What is your prediction for the game? Can Liverpool maintain their 100% winning run at the start of this Premier League season? And I think Liverpool has to do that. Liverpool absolutely have to win every game if we want to keep pace with Manchester City, because Man City, I just can't see them dropping too many points this season. They look as strong as they were last season, and last season they collected 100 points. Man City play Wolverhampton away from home, which is on paper a tougher game than their previous fixture against Huddersfield, but they already went to Arsenal and absolutely demolished them. So I think Liverpool have no other choice but to keep treating every single game as a cup final and go 100% full throttle and try to win every game, because that's the only way that we can put any pressure on Man City. If they see that there is a team keeping up with them week in, week out, producing great performances and winning games, I think the Man City players will feel the pressure sooner or later. But in order for that to happen, Liverpool have to win this. And I think Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't have too many reasons to change the starting lineup, but you would expect Henderson to sooner or later start, and I think against Brighton at home this would be the perfect opportunity to start Henderson. But the big question is, like, who do you drop in midfield? Because Naby Keita has been fantastic, James Milner has been brilliant, and Wijnaldum has been very, very good as well in Liverpool's midfield. So any of those three players, if they get dropped, that would be harsh on them. But you know, Henderson is Liverpool captain, and I expect him to maybe start this game, but I have no idea who we should drop. Maybe drop Wijnaldum, because even though Wijnaldum played really well against Crystal Palace, Milner and Naby Keita are in form at the moment. Salah, Firmino and Mane should start in this one, but Firmino is the only player that I can sense a little bit of World Cup hangover, even though maybe the other player is Alexander-Arnold. His crosses have been dreadful, but his defending has been top class. So it's a mixed bag with Alexander-Arnold. Firmino looked a shadow of himself in the first two games, and maybe he needs a rest. And I would start Daniel Sturridge, because Sturridge looked really in form in pre-season, and I think against Brighton Sturridge has the trickery, the skills, the creativity to unlock their defense. So I really hope that Liverpool will start either Daniel Sturridge or even maybe Xherdan Shaqiri, who also had a pretty good pre-season. Brighton, I don't really know what to make of them, because against Watford in the first game they were absolutely abysmal, dreadful. They didn't really even have a proper shot on target, but against Man United they were actually the better team. And even though Man United played atrociously, Brighton really took their chances well, and they beat Manchester United. So I think Brighton will go into this game full of confidence. I don't think you should draw too many conclusions out of last season, because last season Liverpool put 9 goals past Brighton in both fixtures together. We won 5-1 away from home at Brighton, and then on the last day of the season we beat Brighton 4-0. I think this will be a lot harder, a lot tougher game. I expect Salah to really come alive in this one. He didn't really have the best of games against Crystal Palace, but the mark of a world-class player is that even when you don't have your best game, you contribute with the goals or assists. And Salah won the penalty, and also he you know, got the assist for the Mane goal. Liverpool have a really outstanding record at Anfield. In the past 6 games, Liverpool conceded 0 goals, so kept 6 clean sheets, but they scored 18 goals past their opponent, which is brilliant. And you know, we won against Brighton 4-0 on the last day of the season. Then on the first day of the season we won 4-0 against West Ham. So 8-0 in the last two games at Anfield. And I expect Liverpool to win this, but I think it will be harder, because Brighton, it looks like they have a really solid team, and they have quite a lot of hard-working players, especially in midfield, and Knockaert, Pascal Gross and Glenn Murray can cause problems. I'm especially impressed by Glenn Murray, who is now approaching 35 years old, and he outscored £70 million striker Morata last season, and he scored a quite brilliant goal against Manchester United. Knockaert is a winger who is really direct, he loves to go at people, so I think either Robertson or Alexander-Arnold has to be careful with Knockaert, and Pascal Gross always seem to be just arriving in the second wave of attacks in the box really well, so I'm expecting Brighton to put up a good challenge for Liverpool. But honestly, if we want to win the title, if we even want to be in the conversation in the title race, these are the kind of games that we have to win, because you have to compare yourself to Manchester City. Liverpool has to do that, and you expect Man City to beat Brighton at home quite comfortably, so that's what Liverpool has to do as well. And goal difference could come in play, so let's try and score as many goals as possible, and let's see what happens. I will be covering the game. I'm not sure if I will be able to do Fanzone live reactions because I'm going to a family dinner in the afternoon with my girlfriend, but when we get back we will watch the game, and hopefully I can watch the game live, and then I will try to do Fanzone live reactions, but I will definitely do the post-match analysis video for that as well. And Brighton have quite a few injuries. They have Andone, Bruno, Izquierdo and Dunk out injured until September, which is not too long ago, not too far away, but Liverpool have to take full advantage. Like Izquierdo is one of their most talented wingers, and it looks like that he will miss the game. And on the other hand, you know, Dunk is a very good defender of them, so Balogun has to probably start at centre-back position. Liverpool have a couple of injury scares, injury worries as well. Dejan Lovren still out injured, Oxlade-Chamberlain of course out for the season probably, but Joel Matip is back fit, so I expect Joe Gomez to start in this one, because I don't think Joel Matip should come in when Joe Gomez puts in two absolutely stellar, really rock solid defensive performances against West Ham and you know, Crystal Palace. Especially against Crystal Palace, Joe Gomez was really impressive. You could see how happy Van Dijk and Jurgen Klopp were with him, seeing the pictures of you know, Jurgen Klopp and Van Dijk just embracing Joe Gomez and congratulating him on his performance. Really warmed my heart, and this gives me great encouragement to see Joe Gomez maybe progressing into a regular centre-back for Liverpool, because many people, including myself, were asking Jurgen Klopp to buy another solid centre-back from outside, from maybe abroad, but the fact is we sold Ragnar Klavan to Cagliari. We kept, you know, Van Dijk, Lovren, Matip, Joe Gomez, and as a backup Nat Phillips. So I think this is a really big season for Joe Gomez. He has been playing at right back and left back previously, but his natural position is the centre back spot, and Jurgen Klopp were a little bit reluctant to put him in at centre back because he lacked the experience, but the only way that you can gain experience is by playing there, and I think playing alongside Van Dijk really helps Gomez a lot, and even Lovren looked like a much better centre back playing alongside Van Dijk, so I have high hopes for Joe Gomez and his future, and I will be eagerly watching him against Brighton as well. So I think the back four won't change. Alexander-Arnold had a pretty good 2 games. He needs to work on his crossing, but his you know, his passing and his defending has been pretty good. So I expect Alexander-Arnold to start in this one as well. The big question is, will Henderson start? Will Firmino start? Will Joe Gomez keep his place? You will find out very soon. I'm just really looking forward to the game. So enjoy the game, enjoy your weekend, and more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.